So we're back at Llanerch now, so...
It's a venue.
Yes, so what are we doing today?
Food, tasting all the foods.
Yeah, so we got the menu tasting today.
Yes, we
so
have.
So we got 3 starters,
To try.
3 mains,
Yes.
3 desserts,
Yeah. And select.
5 canopies,
Yeah.
and some wines.
Yeah, we've got lots of food to be tasting.
Which is really good because I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
So this is all included in the price, which is good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to tempt us with the carried wine.
Yeah, they may do.
Because that's an extra charge, but I don't think we're going to go with that one anyway.
No,
but it'd be nice to
planned.
try it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most with the food tasting? Or testing, as I keep calling it.
The desserts. Obviously.
I'm really looking forward to trying the beef and the chicken. So we'll go through what we're having when we're having it and stuff like so.
Yeah.
I've forgotten to bring a memory card, an SD card for the Osmo, so we're filming on the phone. So
all phone today.
yeah, so we got these beautiful, lovely microphones that we can't. Well, we can use it on this, but I can't be bothered to set it all up. So bye microphones. It's raining.
Standard.
Yeah, I've found out that my coat matches the color of my umbrella, which is cool, and I'm just blabbing now. So let's go eat some food.
Check in later.
Check in later. I know, it's huge. Just the haddock one, is it?
Haddock and cheddar. I can smell the chocolate.
Right, so that was a lot of food. As you can tell, it is again now almost a year. It is actually almost a year later now.
It is.
It's only now we managed to sit down and talk about the food.
Yes.
So as you can see, Gem's got her snack.
My food t-shirt on.
And her hair is a different colour, like from what's in the video. But we have this very nice little booklet here from Llanerch Vineyard, and we have our menu up, so we'll have a little chat about what we ordered first and then our decisions and then go through that then. Yeah.
Right, so we went to the food tasting at the venue. They laid out all the different selection of canapes. So we did taste one of each. And we both tasted one of each. Now we did have sort of preconceived ideas before going in. I think we did end up picking 2 out of the 3 that we thought we would.
Yeah.
But then the third one, upon tasting it, we were like, we preferred something else. Or we did change our decision there.
Yeah, so the 3 canopies we have decided on now are the sliders.
Yeah, tiny little mini burgers.
The fish goujons with a curried tartare.
Yeah.
And the Welsh rabbit crostini.
Yeah, so it's sort of like leek and cheese on this little sort of bruschetta bite, which that was the one that really surprised us, and that's the one that we
replaced the Glamorgan sausage little bonbon because we were going to have that because that's the vegetarian sausage. But we replaced that one there. So, I think we actually changed one of every single thing that we thought.
We did, yes. So before they started bringing out the food, They did have a gentleman there going through all the different wines that was available. Now, we did taste all of the wines that would have come on the standard package.
Yeah.
And even though the sort of the toasting wine, welcome wine, whatever you want to say, that was nice.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Yeah.
It was drinkable. And even the white wine, I thought was okay.
Yeah. The red was all right as well,
yeah,
to be honest.
it would have passed.
Yeah.
But the rosé wine on the standard package wasn't very nice.
It was very dry and a bit flavourless, to be honest, on the standard package. We are sweet wine drinkers, not dry wine drinkers. Like, I'll drink red, but you won't.
No.
You very rarely will drink a white. You prefer a rosé anyway.
Yeah.
So it was all down to this rosé.
Yeah.
And then we tried also the Cariad wines, which is the Llanerch Vineyard's wines.
Yeah, which is upcharge in price. It's an upgrade.
Yeah, so we tried all of them.
Yeah.
Apart from the red, because they hadn't started doing the red at the time of us having our things, but I think they do now.
Yes.
So all of those were superior.
Yeah, so the white was far nicer in the Cariad range. The rosé was beautiful, and the welcome wine was much nicer being the Cariad wine.
Yeah.
Now, as well, when you go on their monthly open days, the welcome drink they give you when you arrive is the Cariad sparkling wine, which is given as the welcome drink on the day of your...
We should have many a glass now. We've had many a glass.
But that is the wine they use for the welcome drink just after the ceremony, and then the toasting wine then during the speeches. Yeah.
But yeah, so then we went into, like, they brought out the meals, and it wasn't even like, we thought it was going to be like samples.
Smaller portions, but they were like, we are literally bringing them out as they would be served on the day. So
3 full sizes.
Yes,
of things,
3 full-size starters, 3 full-size mains, and 3 full-size desserts between the two of us.
So for starters, we had the tomato and basil soup. We also had the smoked haddock and cheddar fish cake with a lemon mayo rocket. And also we had, then our third one was the chicken and chorizo terrine with apple and cider chutney. Now, let's talk about the soup first. The soup was very nice. It was sweet.
I'm not a lover of tomato soup, but that was the best tomato soup I've ever tasted.
I hate tomatoes. Full stop. That's turned me to have tomato soup. I have actually been even having like tins, Heinz tomato soup. We're not sponsored, by the way. But yeah, really, really nice tomato soup.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So that's our vegetarian option.
So we're definitely picking that. That's one of the ones we picked.
The smoked haddock and cheddar fish cake. Oh my God.
Oh, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was the size of a Big Mac.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, actually, I think it was the height of a Big Mac, but the width of a quarter pounder.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. And again, I'm not a fish person, and I loved it. Absolutely. Yeah. That could have been a meal itself.
Oh,
really.
It was massive. But like I said on the day when we were eating it, even though I loved that tomato soup, I would be one to get it down my dress.
Yeah.
So I am going with the smoked haddock fish cake option.
No, this is the issue. I want to have the fish cake, but I also want the soup. Yeah. And we usually share everything. Yeah. So I'm hoping, down in my heart, when you say I do, it means I do think we can share the soup and the fish cake.
Yeah, of course.
You hear it. And then the chicken and chorizo terrine, we both were like, nah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't
dry
our taste.
It would be. I think a terrine is not for us.
No,
really.
No, it really wasn't for us. But then obviously then when we were selecting our meal choices, we had to pick the third option, but we had to pick that blind then. So we just had to go with something that we hadn't tried.
Yeah. So it was between the pearl wen and sticky red onion tart tatin with a rocket and balsamic, or a goat cheese and red pepper tart with chipotle jam and rocket. So we've decided goat cheese might be safer for more vegetarian-y people.
Yeah. So we've gone with the cheese and red pepper tart.
Yes. Then the mains. So would you like to say what we've had for the mains there, for the meaties?
Yeah. So they did a whole range of food that could have come out with meat and all these different sort of
veg sides and stuff.
Vegetable sides and all these different sort of twists and everything. But we both decided we just want a straight up sort
cooked
of
dinner.
Like a cooked dinner,
A roast dinner.
A roast dinner. So we went with the roast sirloin of Welsh beef with Yorkshire pudding, the roast chicken with a sage, onion and bacon stuffing.
Which all came then with, let's have a look what it comes with.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say on there, but it comes with a lot of different vegetables.
Yeah.
And
potatoes.
And then we had that then.
So they only had 3 vegetarian options. So obviously we had to try one of them out. So we went with the sautéed gnocchi with char-grilled vegetables, broccolini and basil oil. Now, if we discuss the vegetarian dish first. It was swimming in the basil oil. And there was too much oil.
It coated your mouth really then when you were having it.
Yeah, so as we were trying it was just oil. So we had a few mouthfuls each and then just sort of left that on the plate and we was like, we'll have to go with one of the other vegetarian options because I'm not happy.
Because we've only got 2 definite vegetarians. Other people like Gar come in and might choose vegetarian options, but that's up to them. But we've got 1 pescatarian and 1 vegetarian. So we couldn't have a fish dish because your sister's veggie, so she wouldn't have had it. So we spoke to her first, didn't we?
Yes, we sort of went through the other 2 vegetarian options with my sister. Now, one of them is quite heavily mushroom based, and she said, I don't like mushrooms.
So we were like, okay, just one left then.
So we will go with the other option. So
and I checked with the other vegetarian and he was happy with that,
So in the end, we've gone with the, so again, we haven't tried this, we haven't eaten it, but this was the only option left. So we've gone with a sweet potato, butternut and spinach press, confit tomatoes, tomato fondue with beetroot. So like they both sort of said, that sounds nice. So hopefully for them,
it'll be okay.
It is nice. So then going back then to the 2 roast dinners. So they were identical when they came out, apart from obviously
one of the Yorks.
One was beef with Yorkshire and the other one then was chicken and had this stuffing.
Bacon and sage and onion stuffing.
Now, I don't like stuffing. I'm not a stuffing person. But the stuffing on that chicken plate was so good. It was so good. The chicken was lovely. The beef then was beautiful and the Yorkshire pudding was lovely. So we were really happy
with both of them.
Like the potatoes and the veg were identical on both.
So the beef comes out as medium as well. So we are recommending to our guests, if you don't like it medium,
to go for
order the chicken. Because we don't want people sending things back and things really. So.
But both roast dinners were lovely. So we were more than happy to go with the roast dinner option. So we were keeping both of those.
So then, your favourite desserts.
We picked for the 3 to try. We had the lemon posset with raspberries and shortbread biscuit. So lemon posset is just sort of like a mousse type dessert. Which was beautiful. It was so light.
Was very light.
And refreshing.
It was sharp. It did have a sharpness to it, but obviously because it's lemon. But no, it was, you're right, it was refreshing and things. So.
Really sort of palate cleansing after eating the rest.
Quite heavy stuff, Bear in mind now, we were already devoured 3 starters.
Yeah.
We had 2.5 mains.
Yeah, and all the canapes.
And the canapes as well. So at this point, we were like, I was on my 5th glass of wine because you were driving.
Yeah.
So I was like, merry.
Yeah. And then we also then tried the sticky toffee pudding, which came with toffee sauce and vanilla ice cream.
Oh my God, that is probably one of the best sticky toffee puddings I've ever had. But it's so heavy and rich and sweet. But that's also the good thing about it as well. It's like, I wish that the ice cream was a little bit more to like get rid of some of that richness, because that was quite refreshing to have that there. But oh my God, I do want that as my dessert, but I don't know if I'll have the stomach capacity for it.
I will definitely be ordering that lemon posset for my dessert.
I haven't decided yet.
And then for the third one then, we did try their chocolate brownie with a salted caramel sauce and ice cream. And it was just okay. It was nice.
It was nice, but
it wasn't anything special.
It was a little dry as a brownie would go. It wasn't as fudgy as a brownie. You loved the smell of it as well on there. And it looked really nice in this as well. It was decent. It's just...
It didn't wow us as much as the other 2 desserts.
And also we thought, why are we ordering a brownie? Because my mother is baking brownies as an additional canapé for the
time between the ceremony and the wedding breakfast.
Yeah. And your mother's making Welsh cakes as well. So we've got a brownie and a Welsh cake there. So we were like, why? Why are we doing it? So we we said no to that one, and we had a look then again at the menu and seen this next one.
Yeah, so as our third option then to go on our actual menu, even though we haven't tried it, we just then went with the salted caramel cheesecake with the raspberry compote. So I thought you're probably better off going for like a cheesecake.
Yeah. So we didn't have the option to try the evening meals.
Evening buffet.
Evening buffets, that's one. But I don't think we would have wanted to at that point anyway, because we were absolutely stuffed. So we didn't actually just have a little sample of things. There was other people there with us as well. There was other couples trying their menus. So that's why we didn't film a lot whilst we were there. And they were just... Some of them were just leaving most of it.
Yeah, we was finishing each of the plates of food, and then we looked over and everybody else had sort of just sampled a few bites of each plate and then had left the rest. And I'm like looking at Dad and I was like, why are they wasting all that food?
We were like, well, the chef's actually gone out of his way now to and we're technically paying for this. So we devoured the vast majority of it. I think it was only the gnocchi we didn't actually finish. We finished everything else.
Yeah.
So we didn't manage to try some of the, we didn't try any of the evening buffets.
They weren't an option,
Yeah, so but they have got different options. So the options are like a bit of a barbecue type thing. So it's like hot dogs and burgers. I'm not going to go through exactly what it comes with. Curries, there's a pizza option, and that was it. So there was the hot dogs, the curry, or the pizza. Now we thought curry probably not best for
not
weddings.
to sort of get it all down us.
Yeah. So we were thinking first of all the pizza, and we were like, okay, but then it's like, well, not everyone's going to love pizzas. Really.
Yeah. If we went with the barbecue option, there's a couple of different options within that for the guests. Yeah. So, they do the hot dogs, they do burgers, there's wedges.
So it's hot dog sausages, beef burgers, brioche rolls for the hot dogs and the burgers. Emmental cheese. I can never say that.
Emmental cheese.
Emmental cheese, sticky onions, corn on the cob. Red cabbage slaw, sweet potato wedges, and barbecue beans.
So I thought, well, at least then there's the option that somebody could just have some wedges if they didn't really particularly want a burger or a hot dog.
Yeah.
They could just have some wedges and some corn on the cob. So I think there was just a little bit of there was a bit more variation of what they could have if we went for the barbecue option rather than if they'd gone for the pizza option.
Yeah. So there we go, that was our menu tasting there. But this video is not over. We actually go back to the venue for another visit. This one is a bit of the showcase event, so we get to see different things. So I'm going to lead you back there. Ready? Bye! We're going to Llanerch
Again.
for the third time in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Once every week. And well, we went last weekend, we went the weekend before, now we're going back again. There's got another open day today, isn't it?
It's the showcase open day today, so they've got it all dressed up to the nines to give you sort of an idea of how it could look like, all decorated. So that'll be interesting because we've not seen it like that before. We've only ever been when it's just the standard, this is how you will get it, you need to add to it to make it your own.
We're heading back over there now. We're going a different route than we normally take because we're staying somewhere else this week. So we're going, those people walking on a roundabout, weird. But there is a florist that's going there who does the flowers for Llanerch. So we're going to go have a talk with her as well, because they are quite nice, the flower arrangements.
So she's one of the florists on our radar to speak to sort of see about doing our wedding.
Yeah, so we've also decided since our meeting, because like we haven't told you this, but we had a meeting last week with Llanerch, like our first official meeting and stuff like that. So we've decided to change our minds from the ceremony layout. We're no longer having like the semicircle layout. We're having bog standard straight ones. So we'll talk about that again. So we might not have an arch now. So we need to find out how much it's going to cost for an arch, and when we don't have the arch and stuff. So, but yes, let's go back to Llanerch. Gemma said the immortal things of, oh, at least it's not raining, and then big massive clouds are coming over.
No, it's dry today. It's meant to be dry.
We shall see.
The last few times we've visited Llanerch, it's been raining.
It has, yeah. But happy days. Right, let's go. Flower-wise.
Yeah. See, so this top table. I want to see a top table. Right, see this top table? We've just got like flowers in the middle in front of the bride and groom. That would be the flowers that would have been on the registry table there.
A massive net over there as well.
Yeah, so maybe we can have the net like either side of the flowers.
Yeah.
Just have the flowers in the middle.
Those are cool LED little. Yeah, I think those would look
They would
good on
look
them.
much better on a beauty table.
Yeah.
Rather than unlit.
Yeah.
Or lit ones with the case.
Yeah.
Yes. Go sparkly that is.
Yeah. It's a nice shape on it.
We've already booked our suits, thank you.
Yeah. It's nice seeing it all done up. I do like flowers up on there if we're not having an arch, you know.
But then that's not going to fit onto the top table then if you do it like that.
It will if it's all straight. Because I think these are in 3 pieces. So that's one, that's another one, and that's another one, but they've made it look like it's a curve.
I think that's too much.
But then we'd only put the one out then. Yeah, there's 3 separate ones, you just put the one out. They're artificial. Do you know that Samara does artificial?
I think she does both, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Like at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And again, these can be artificial.
Yeah, but they could even, like, interween.
Yeah.
Just this one run, no. Wouldn't need to go all
you
the way
don't
up
need
there.
you don't need it up there. Just from from here down.
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit
On the bottom,
on
there.
that bottom step.
Yeah. Okay. So that is going to be Gemma's room. And we have that one as well. And then the dressing room. So I think this is a nice rainy day
Yeah.
alternative as well for outdoor ones.
Like
We've
in
got
that corridor is nice.
And then this as well.
But yeah. Because
I think these are the cheaper rooms, I think.
Yeah.
These ones.
Like
Cheaper in inverted commas.
yeah. Like Studio Kutch, they had like pictures here, didn't they?
Yeah.
They had nice ones.
That was a nice little visit to Llanerch.
It was.
So we've spoke to the florist, Best Buds by Samara.
Yes.
So we're going to book in an appointment with her to go through a few different things. But it's nice to see the different flower arrangements and stuff that she could do there. So we've only ever seen Llanerch as a blank canvas. So it's nice to see it like done up a little bit and things there.
Yeah.
We spoke to lovely people at the wedding bridal dresses.
We did.
So they were quite nice as well. Swansea Way again, those were, but there is one closer to home for us as well.
I think the one closer to home is a smaller one because they said come to the Swansea one.
Yeah, so I think you should anyway, to be honest. It's like, why not, isn't it? So we spoke to a lovely woman at the who does do some chair covers, and we're thinking about maybe then with the candle, the lanterns, instead of having them as tangled lanterns, just like a representation. I think that that'll work quite nicely, to be honest. And it's something less for us to worry about. But it's like we'd only do that if we were going with them for the chair covers, isn't it? So
I suppose the other people that we've got in mind for the chair covers, when we go and see their showroom, we can see if they've got anything similar.
Exactly, yeah, and they're a florist as well, aren't they? So so it's nice to get all that done. It's nice seeing the staff again. They all remember us and things like so, and they're all excited for us. We had some more canapes.
They came around with canapes. We were like, oh yes, please, we get some more of them.
And the first three to come out were the actual ones that we're going to go with as well. So that was good to have those. It's really nice to do that. So we probably won't be back there for wedding stuff for a while now, will we? I think the only thing I might go is just if I'm just taking some bridesmaids to go and have a look at it. But and maybe my nan. So.
Yeah, because obviously my nan's gone, yours hasn't. Other than that, it's probably going to be when we start maybe looking at the sweet stall and the Alfredo. Maybe we'll be going there to maybe measure up the tables just so we. What we're doing then is keeping him with fitting on the table.
But no, happy days. So we're going to go get a coffee now from a brand new Starbucks open at, is this still Talbot Green?
Yes, this is Talbot Green.
Right. So let's go to the new Starbucks.